Everyone has their own traditions. Our New Year tradition isn't to stay up late, but to get up on New Year's Day and head to the ocean. That's what we did this year, even though it was a bit late.
Yeah, it's very high tidy.
Our first stop was Fort Foster, an old Navy coastal fort in service from 1901 to 1946. Overnight, a storm front had passed through, bringing rain to the area, winds, and churning up the ocean. Today, Fort Foster is owned by the city of Kittery, Maine. It features hiking paths along the ocean, through the wooded areas, and around the salt marshes. You'll find picnic areas, pavilions that can be rented, charcoal grills, and plenty of area for recreation. One of the nice things about going to explore the ocean this time of year is there's not many people there. You get to go out and see it without having to worry about crowds.
For now, Millie.
Let's go towards the ocean.
All the hiking paths in Fort Foster are fairly easy, whether you're alongside the ocean or going over the hills that are inside the fort a little bit.
Let's go this way.
They're fairly simple
The ocean's
open
this way.
paths. You do find some rockier terrain near the ocean, but nothing I would call difficult.
Green letters. Green raven. Oh, what a way. So you want to go to last?
Hey, that way. Yes.
Right, so they know where to mow. Stop eating the berries. That's
Poison berry.
mullen.
Oh, there's a path to the left. Sumac.
There's that big tower. We should bring her up to that. Oh yeah, see there is a top to it. You wanna go?
You wanna go up, Millie?
No, you wanna go up to the top?
I don't know. Maybe over there.
Fun fact, a lot of these little hills are actually bunkers. You'll end up on the backside of them and notice doors going into the ground.
There's no fairy house up here, Dad.
Do you wanna look that way? Maybe. No, Mary, it's not up here. I think we're gonna go the other way.
Oh yeah, let's go down back to the parking lot.
Oh, that's what Cassie jumps off of.
This is one of the former gun emplacements, and as you come around the corner here, you can see some of those bunker doors I was talking about.
So we're on top of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much do you stop this? Very.
With her feet.
And I started
Careful, might be slippy now.
in
To the leaves.
Bob. Come here.
It's a birdhouse. It's an old one.
That's a big birdhouse, you guys. Anybody in there?
No, the bottom's missing.
Come on.
What a messy. Yo.
This is one of the two pavilions available for rent at Fort Foster. This one's referred to as the Large Tower Pavilion and can accommodate up to 100 people. There's also a smaller one referred to as the Pier Pavilion for smaller groups of up to 35. This one, I will say, does have a spectacular view of the ocean. Also located at this Center Park is a handicapped accessible parking lot and a scuba diving parking lot. There's a place that you can park nearer to the sandy end of the beach with your equipment, take the path down, and walk out for diving. From the Tower Pavilion, the main path in the park passes through some tidal wetlands. It's a quite wide access road that's open to traffic during the summer, but in winter is gated off. This is a quick view of the park, leaving the main parking lot, passing Battery Chapin, going past the pier, looping around past one of the small parking areas, and back out to the main gate. The pier ahead of us used to be able to be walked out, but it was damaged several years ago in a storm, and at this time it's unknown to us as whether it will be repaired and allowed for access again. This is the main parking lot that we parked in. In the past in winter, this lot hasn't been open and you've had to walk in from the gate. Having it be open certainly does ease parking and make for a much shorter walk. This is the gate I was talking about. In years past, all parking has been along the road edge in this area, causing for some congestion on nicer weather days. Heading out of the park, we turn south and into New Hampshire, running through the 18 miles of seacoast that the state has, passing through Portsmouth on our way down to Seabrook. Along the New Hampshire coastline, you'll find numerous little beaches and pull-offs that give you a chance to take a look at the ocean. You can see how heavily built up the retaining wall is at a lot of these to keep the tide from crashing over, as all the roads and salt marshes are quite low. It was high tide as we were heading down along the coast, and you can see the beaches were quite narrow. We've been through here after storms and actually had debris all the way across the road and into the front yard of these houses on your right. You'll notice the ocean's on the wrong side. We turned around and looped back up because we noticed a large group of people taking part of a New Year's Day tradition, the Polar Plunge. Brr.
Well, some of these oceans are pretty high. No, we are. You wait. I'm getting hungry. Remember, I said,
Do you know what we're getting, Millie? Yes. Wow. That was quick. Oysters. Oh yeah, those are parking spots right there, huh? Sure, why not?
Lots of people out there doing their thing.
The storm that was pulling away, combined with the high tide, created larger than normal waves for the area. This set up the opportunity for some people to do something you don't often get a chance to do in New Hampshire: surf. Now we're entering Hampton Beach. Anyone who's been in the summer knows just how busy this place is. With its wide sand beach, restaurants, concert venues, boardwalk, and many events, it's a hustling place. But in winter, most of it's boarded up and closed. Coming up is Hampton Beach State Park South. This is a large parking area with direct access to the beach and a connected campground. This is a smaller campground, so the state of New Hampshire actually does a lottery for availability. Fun fact, Hampton Beach State Park South Campground is one of only 2 state campgrounds in the entire state that have full hookups, the other being Alapacoa near Winnipesaukee. Hampton Beach would be our final beach for the day. It's getting later in the day and we're all hungry, and we still have one of our favorite parts of this tradition: stopping at Marky's and getting lunch. We hope you enjoyed coming along with us and seeing our New Year's Day tradition.